Okay, welcome back. We're now on turn number 6. And to get started, we'll go ahead and go with the friendly HQ event, which we do get because of the icon. So let's see, let's look at our chart. Chart. We need, okay, friendly higher HQ events. Let's draw a card on a roll of 10, it looks like. So 10, it's a 9. So we have ammo resupply. 4 of any one type of ammo of your choice is available by calling in a helicopter which delivers the ammo to an LZ. That LZ may have a medevac control on it and can be used for both ammo delivery and casualty evacuation in the same turn. Okay, that's a mouthful. But what do... I haven't really used anything. Ah, man. Okay. Do this because the only thing that really has ammo is the mortar, so we'll just grab mortar ammo. We'll just throw that on the main LZ. Motors. Yeah. Yeah, that should be the right one, I think. Yeah. Oops, that'll be on the LZ. There we go. All right, so that wasn't bad. Sometimes those events can hinder. All right, so we're done with that. So next is, let's see, friendly higher HQ. We don't have a defense mission. Okay, so we will activate company HQ. They should be in contact with battalion, and they will get 5 commands. 5 commands, and our company HQ is green, so that's a -1. They are not undercover. Okay, so it's just they get 4. 4. Yeah. With everybody else. Okay. So now we're gonna spend those commands on 2nd platoon, the company 1st sergeant, and 4th platoon. Was that 3? Yeah. So go ahead and spend 3 commands to activate those 3 units. Yeah, we really do need to activate those units. And then also one more to activate. Actually, no. We won't need to activate the 4th flight leader whatsoever because they have enough to get themselves on the map. Okay, so that's done. So now we move on to the activation segments for 2nd platoon. So 2nd platoon gets 3 commands. However, let's see. They're pinned down, so that's a -1. 2nd platoon is green, so that's another -1. And okay, so the VOFs, they don't count because it's an all pinned, so that doesn't count. So that leaves them with 1 command to receive. Great. All right. 4th platoon gets 4 commands, and I believe 4th platoon is a line. They are, so they get 4 commands, which is too many. So 4 commands, good. And then the 1st sergeant gets 4 commands. 1st sergeant is a veteran, so that's a +1, so he gets 5. I did not realize that. So we should go 7 commands. Too much. All right, but I have a plan. Okay. So 4th platoon, they are aligned, so they can only spend so much. I think it's 6, but this will work out fine. So they're gonna use 1 command to move the forward air controller up. And there we go. I'm gonna move them up here, and they will become exposed. I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure you do. So I think they have to use 1 command to then pick up all this stuff. So add that in here. And then use 2 commands. Let's see, 2, to then move the mortar team over here, over there, and then nope, these guys, move them over here as well. And then those 2 will become exposed as well. Okay, so there we go. Right, I think that's it for 4th platoon, maybe. No, we're actually gonna have 4th platoon. What is that? Okay, so that's all they can spend. So they're gonna attempt to find cover in here. So that's a draw of 2, and let's see if we can make that happen. Yes, good. So they get cover. Where here are all the cover markers. Usually they're the strong buildings. Okay, there we go. Alright, so they will find cover. That's good. And since they're exposed already, that's as much as they can handle, or the exposed markers, that's as many as they can get. So like if I ordered this squad here to find cover, they would then become exposed finding the cover. So again, it takes about a turn for it to take full effect. And speaking, oh wait, that's it. That's all they can do, so they can't order them to go anywhere else. Now the reason why I had to move them out of there is because another platoon is coming in via helicopter to the LZ, and we need to get rid of as many steps as possible so we don't overdo the step limit. Okay. So that was 4th platoon. All right, so 2nd platoon, they can't do much. Actually, we won't do anything with 2nd platoon because what I want to do is over here. Okay, so we're gonna have the forward air controller call in an airstrike just for fun. All right, so what do we need to mark? Green smoke. White phosphorus. Is that it? Oh, and red smoke. Okay. That's what we need. So 1st Sergeant has none of those things. Okay. That kind of stinks. So why did I give him any commands in the first place? I don't know. Alright, so first things first, we're going to have him look for cover. And they're in the village. They get a draw of 3. Yes, a draw of 3 for some cover. And they find it. Good. So we'll reshuffle. Alright. So that's all done. Now this is the interesting thing, which is... Once I find the chart. Because it's in a village, we then have to roll to see what kind of cover we get. So in this chart, we have urban cover probability table. So we're in Vietnam here, so this is our chances of getting some good cover. So let's draw 1, and it's on a roll of 5. So let's see, on a roll of 5, it's a 3. And that is a light building, which is good because like in the World War II scenarios, you might just get just a +1 cover, which stinks. Alright. And since we got the light building, we'll find it in the cover. Let us see. Strong building. Here we go. Light building. That's what that looks like. Okay. So first Sergeant finds some cover in the light building, but then doing so he becomes exposed himself, which doesn't matter too much right now. Seeing as the other team is pinned down now. 2nd platoon. I don't know if this work. All right, so we're just gonna do regular artillery strikes. So first sergeant's gonna call an artillery strike up here, see what we can do. So we're gonna spin that command. Where's first sergeant? Up here. We're gonna spin one command to do that. And let's see what our draw probabilities are on the charts. Okay, so for artillery, what do you want to call in? We'll just call in the 105s. 155s is overkill right now, I think. Yeah, that's overkill. We don't want to use up, because we only have 2 fire missions of that one. We got 5 fire missions of this one. So, with the artillery FO calling it in, they get a draw of 3. And we're looking for the burst icon, which I have to shuffle in. I'll be right back. Alright, all shuffled up, so we have a draw of 3 to get the burst icon to have it succeed. So 1, a 2, not looking good, and 3. So what happens then? Well, nothing. Nothing happens, there's no failure. I guess in a narrative sense, they tried to call it in and it was denied. I wanted to call in an airstrike, but First Sergeant doesn't have anything to mark their position with. Because that's the thing with the airstrike, they have to mark their own position where they're at, so, you know, there's no friendly fire. So I should have just, I should have gave them something if I was really trying to plan this out well. And I probably should have sent them, but that'll send them into fire. Yeah, it's too complicated. All right, so I've got these guys pinned down. So technically, what the good thing to do is you send a squad in there or somebody to assault in there and disrupt the positions up here. However, there's another potential contact in here, so we would have to resolve that on top of it, and that could be bad. And then I'd have to cease fire from these 2 cards because this squad would technically be affected as well. And like the opposite is true. If there's someone outside firing in, and if it's a greater volume of fire, that greater volume of fire would take over. So it stinks. That whole situation stinks. Which is why I want the artillery in there. Alright, well, let's see. So this MG team, what are they? So that's 2nd Platoon's MG team. So they're both green. I was going to have them to try to concentrate fire, but then that may fail. Well, let's do it anyway, because First Sergeant has stuff to spend. So spend 1 more command for them to concentrate fire. And let's draw 1, which they didn't get it. Oh, man. I have no idea what to do. I mean, I guess I could have tried to call in another strike, but doesn't quite count. Now, the thing that I'm thinking of is just using 2nd Platoon to call the FO, not the FO, the forward air controller, to call in the stuff, but I don't think that's gonna work quite well either. It's just a crummy thing. Okay, I think that's the only choice we've got left to do. Man, I mean, we can try to have him infiltrate, so that'll be a thing. Alright, so who in 2nd Platoon has the best chance? First squad's a veteran. So they would have a draw of 3 to get in there, but it's a big risk. I don't know if I should take that risk. We're only halfway there and we need to clear out more cards, so maybe it's worth the risk, but man. Okay, we'll just send, I don't know. Because we're gonna lose the crossfire. However, we're gonna regain automatic weapons. Because it'll be close range. And I feel like, I mean, we got the double grenades here, and I think there's another one somewhere there. But anyway, I don't think a grenade attack would succeed. I mean, if it did, it would be good. Dang. Let's do that. So, second platoon is gonna order the veteran squad to launch a grenade. And they get 3 draws, because they're a veteran, they get a +1. So 1, I should have infiltrated. 2, oh man. 3, okay, there we go. So we got a successful grenade attack, good. All right, I like that. I'd rather dislodge them before moving in there. That's the overcautious side of me. Okay, so there we go. Grenade. Applied to these guys. Cool. Now for these missions, I don't know what the modifiers will have to look later. Okay, that's it. They can't unpin themselves, I don't think. So I can't order that, but hopefully they're gonna miss and then they'll remove the pin. So we'll just save that last command. I think that was all that I had activated. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and do the general impulse. And we're just going to do the general impulse right now for is that the 4th flight lead? No, that's 3rd flight leader. So for the 3rd flight lead, they get 4 commands, just straight out 4. There's 3rd flight here. So go from, what is this, 6 to 9. Oops, fix that. And then they're going to use 4 to then activate. All those helicopters to move in. I mean, they have to anyway. Okay, so who didn't go? So second and 4th. So 1st and 3rd get theirs. 2 commands. Oops. 2 commands and 4 commands. Then they only get 2 commands, which, you know, they can't save anyway. And then the flight leads, the 3 flight leads, 2 commands, 1 command, 3 commands. So they get 2, they get 1, and they get 3. Good. All right, and then we can't really do anything with them because they're still not on the map. Next is the general initiative. General initiative, 1 command, 1. So we have to clear stuff. We have to clear cards. It's the whole point of the game, or this scenario, is to clear cards. So we need to have less chances of these guys getting hit. So they're just gonna move over here and start clearing this area. Hopefully it'll go okay. And then they can't even look for cover. All right, that's done. All right, so we got through all the commands segment. Initiative segment did all that. General initiative impulse did that. All right, enemy activity phase. So we'll see if they get an HQ event, and they do not. And I think it's the enemy activity segment. Yes. So we only have 1 on the map, so we're not gonna draw at random. Let's see. Force packages, charts and tables. No. Why do I feel like I lost that chart? Oh, here we go. I have it right here. So, limited activity and pinned activity hierarchy. So they are pinned and undercover. They have no leader. So let's see what happens on a draw of 4. Hopefully they just fall back. So I'm gonna draw 4, 1. Oh, that's worse. So pinned undercover, they don't do anything at all. They're kind of stuck. Okay, that's the enemy activity check. Moving on to the mutual capture and retreat phase. Nothing happens there. We've already captured prisoners. Mutual vehicle phase. Move and fire vehicles. Conduct vehicle movement or in combat. All right, and since there are no other vehicles, there's no alternating. So that means these guys now get flown into the LZ. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna get crowded. Go. All right, and then they can disembark everybody on there. So we just get rid of these because I know they've activated already. All right, and then everybody that got off the helicopters, they're all going to be exposed, and hopefully nothing's going to happen to them. Let's see. There, now third platoon's on the map. And we'll probably send them this way. Get that cleared out, link up with these guys down here. Get that started, and then we'll start prepping to get those guys on the map as well. All right, so that's the vehicle phase. That's all done. Right, and then combat segment, there's no fire missions, unfortunately. One potential contact that we have, which is up here. So let's go ahead and flip this. Okay, good. Potential contact of C. Now for those, okay. So I need this player 8. So C, contact. That's our current activities activity level. So 3 draws for a contact to see if they encounter something. 2 and 3. Okay, good. Good. So that has been cleared without incident. Cool. All right. I'm just glad that we were not running into much. All right, and then the last part is the combat effects segment. All right, so we'll go ahead and draw for these guys first. Right, I need to figure out what the modifier is. I think in this one it's different between who's doing what. So here we go. Use the -4 for US and the -3 for the VC and NVA. All right, so it's a -4. Not bad. Okay, we use the -4. So let's calculate this. So we have, let's see, the foxholes and the pinned of +1 and a +3 with a total of +5. Then the grenade is a -4. Crossfire is a -1. Automatic weapons is a -1. So that is a total of a -6, which then is a total of a -1 all together. Cool. So let's draw for a -1, and that is a pin. That's not what we need at all. We need something a little better. All right, so we're gonna resolve for everybody on this card. Again, bottom to top, left to right. So that squad is, oh wait, no. So we're gonna see which one goes first. Out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got a 5, number 3. I know a little bit blurry. So 1, 2, and then 3. So that team, they get a +5 modifier for the +3 cover, and then the +2 for all pinned. Ah, they're pinned down. They almost got hit. So they're pinned down. All right, so now 4 out of 4. The third one again. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. That is the HQ team, platoon HQ team. So that's a +5, +6 altogether for the pinned, the cover. +6, that's a miss. So what happens if they missed and they're pinned down? Well, then this pin marker, that goes away. So they are no longer pinned. All right. So now we have 3 left. Reshuffle. So we'll be back and finish up the segment. All right. So just a couple more left. I think there's 3 left. So let's now see what it is now. 3, 2. Number 2. So 1. Nope. 2. Or FO's 2. So they have a +5, +6. So let's see what happens on a +6. Miss. Great. So then their pin gets taken away. All right, so out of 2, 1. This squad here, this veteran squad, they get a +5. Oh boy. All right, so that's a miss. All right, don't need to roll for the last one up top, and that's a +5 as well. +5, another miss. All right, not bad. So that's it for the combat effects segment. I think there's only one thing left to do, which is the cleanup phase. Yes. Cleanup phase, which is remove all of these exposed markers. This one. We get rid of this one. And then don't worry, I'll get the LOS thing done. That's it for that. Pyrotechnic, expose, move, fire, concentrate, fire, grenade, grenade. Oh, here, yep. That's why we go through the list, right? So this goes away. That didn't do as much as I had hoped it would. Grenade, grenade, miss markers, evacuate casualties from casualty collection points. It is not a defensive mission, so we move on to the next turn. Okay, now you can see the rest of the map now that they have line of sight. Okay, rice paddy over here, and then a village. I mean, technically, they can see past this, but this is as far as we're gonna need to go anyway, hopefully. But we will extend the map from this to this. So hill, what do we do? A hill again? We just draw again, and it's, oh gosh, so it's an open hill. Man. So just a regular hill by a rice paddy field. So you might be able, I mean, I probably could put another one over here. And if it's not a hill, they can't see that piece of terrain. But we're not going to be going that far anyway, so I'll just stop it there. Especially because I'm starting to run out of space. All right, so that's it for turn number 6. Super uneventful. Oh wait, yeah, there's exposed markers here. Right. Super uneventful. So hopefully, well, maybe next turn we'll see quite a bit of action. And then we'll probably start queuing up maybe on turn, oh man, I think I accidentally turned that over. And then we're gonna go to turn number 7. But yeah. Okay, so there we go, turn number 6. So far so good. See you on turn number 7.